So you're thinking of making the move to Buckeye, Arizona, but before you actually move there, you need to know the pros and cons and everything in between, what it's actually like living there in Buckeye. And lucky for you, that's exactly what we're covering in this video today. We're gonna go over the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. I don't wanna sugarcoat it for you. I want you to know exactly what the pros and cons of living in Buckeye, Arizona are. So let's go ahead and do this. Time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about moving to and living in Buckeye, Arizona and all the other areas surrounding the Phoenix metro, then go ahead and subscribe and click that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about what is happening here in the market. My name is Samantha. I'm a local real estate agent here and I help people every single day just like you make the move to very sunny Arizona, including Buckeye and all the surrounding areas. So if you ever have questions, if you want to hop on a call, if you're thinking of making a move or want to learn more, go ahead and connect with us. Give me a call, shoot me a text, hop on a Zoom call with me. All that information is linked below. You can even connect with me on Instagram. Would love to talk with you guys, answer your questions, and help you make a smooth move here, whether it's 9 days or 9 months away. So like I said, we're covering Buckeye, Arizona today. We're going over the pros and cons, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And after this video, if you want to see more about Buckeye, the downtown area, the different neighborhoods, all the homes and prices and everything like that, then go ahead and check out the vlog tour that we did on Buckeye. It's on our channel, so you can check that out after this. But for now, let's get inside, get into some AZ, and go over the list of pros and cons. Okay, let's just go ahead and jump into this. Hang on, sorry, my co-host. This is my co-host Bruce. If you watch my videos, you have definitely seen him in a few. He's the true star of these videos and this channel. Say hi, Bruce. Aw. Okay. He gets very needy every time I start trying to film videos. So sorry for any grunting, barking, whining, or pathetic dog sounds that you hear in the background. That's just him being extra. Bruce loves Buckeye, by the way. We go out there to the dog park and he's a fan. All right. Anyways, let's get to this list. First on this list of pros is the housing prices and the future value that you can get from them. So Buckeye is far outside of the Phoenix metro area. It's about 45 minutes or longer, depending on traffic, outside of the Phoenix metro area. I'll show you kind of on here a little map snippet so you can see how far Buckeye is from the main Phoenix metro area. So because it's farther outside the metro area, your money goes a lot farther. Home's not going to be as expensive. You can get like a gorgeous 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, you know, over 2,000 square foot home for $400,000 out there. So your money goes a lot farther. There's a ton of new homes, a lot of new construction. So a lot of beautiful new home options and everything, and your money is gonna go a lot farther out there. And the average prices are much lower for homes than they are in the main Phoenix metro area or places like Gilbert or Scottsdale, other places like that. Pro number 2 is the education. Buckeye has an incredible education system. There is a bunch of really good schools. Their private, charter, and public schools are all very highly rated. And the cool thing about Buckeye, this is kind of common in a lot of different areas within the Phoenix metro area, but the schools a lot of time are actually in the middle of the neighborhood. So if you want to be really close to school, your kids can walk. They don't even have to take the bus. You can walk them. They can ride their bike. So being really close to the schools, having them in those neighborhoods and nearby is definitely a plus as well. But they also do have buses if you live kind of in the farther out areas in Buckeye as well. So that actually leads us into pro number 3, which is it is a little bit spread out in Buckeye, but it is very quiet. It is laid back. And so if you don't want to be kind of like in the middle of downtown where things are super busy, super crazy, lots of traffic, Buckeye might be a great spot for you because it is a little bit more laid back. It's spread out and it does have kind of these master plan communities, a downtown area, a lot of built up areas, but it also has more farming and agriculture. It used to be a lot of fields and farming and stuff like that. If you actually want to see these different spots, all the different neighborhoods, what the homes are like, the prices, the downtown areas, the farm areas, feel free to check out the Buckeye vlog when you're done with this video. We actually walk you through Buckeye, show you different homes at different price points, go through all the different areas. You can really get a good feel of what Buckeye looks and feels like in that vlog tour. But there are farm areas, more laid back agricultural areas, but there are still a lot of the cities, neighborhoods, master plan communities. So kind of the best of both worlds, but it is a little bit quieter. It's not as busy and it is laid back. So you just feel more privacy. It's more quiet. It's just like, plus you're close to the mountains, so you have mountain views and stuff like that. It's pretty great. Pro number 3 is the weather, but there's a caveat with this one, like not in the summer. We're gonna get to that in the cons list, but the weather in the fall, winter, and spring in Buckeye, as well as the Phoenix metro area, is gorgeous. We live outside for most of the year. We're on the patios, we're in the backyards, we're enjoying hiking and outdoor activities. It's absolutely gorgeous. So in the fall, it's gonna be in the 70s and 80s, in the winter, in the 60s, sometimes the 50s if it's very, very cold. This is all like Fahrenheit, by the way. I don't know if I need to specify that, but it's gonna be very beautiful, very cool, but not cold. It doesn't snow, so you don't have to worry about that. The fall, the winter, and the spring weather is absolutely gorgeous in Buckeye, and a huge plus if you love kind of being outside, enjoying that type of weather and not having to deal with snow. Buckeye might be a great option for you. The next pro is employment, and this is actually a big reason why a lot of people move to Buckeye is there's a lot of employment opportunity. Buckeye is one of the fastest growing cities, not only in Arizona, but actually in the US, and it has been one of the fastest growing cities for several years in a row. So there's a ton of growth, lots of new opportunities, a bunch of businesses, warehouses, headquarters that are being built out in Buckeye just because there is still a lot of land available, a lot of areas that have been undeveloped. So tons growing on out there. And a lot of the people that I've actually helped relocate to Buckeye, it's been for jobs. They're coming over to head up different companies, work for different companies, oversee the hospitals, the growth, all of that different stuff, which is really cool. So if you are looking for somewhere where there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of employment and opportunities to grow, Buckeye is a great spot. Another pro for Buckeye is that the crime rates are a lot lower than some of the other metro areas around the Phoenix area. So if lower crime, safety is something that is important to you, the lower crime rates in Buckeye and the safer neighborhoods and community is definitely a plus. And lastly, one of the biggest pros of Buckeyes is the lifestyle. It's being able to live outside, you're close to hiking, outdoor activities, there's golf courses, botanical gardens, nature preserves, gorgeous parks, amazing communities and neighborhoods where you've got this great community collaborative feel. There's this community called Verrado, which is a huge master plan community. There's several little communities and neighborhoods all within Verrado, and they've got this whole main kind of downtown area, so everyone's driving their golf carts and bikes and everything to that main street, main town area from all the different communities and everything like that. It's laid back, it's not as busy, there's not as much traffic, you're close to the mountains, there's incredible hiking. So there's just this, I don't even know how to describe it, a really nice community laid back feel to Buckeye, and that's a huge perk and reason of why people move out there. Great for families, great for young singles, retired people, young professionals, whoever you are, whatever you do, Buckeye has probably got a great spot in it for you. Okay, now the real reason you're here, the cons, the nitty gritty, we wanna know the bad stuff about it. So Buckeye is great, but it is not perfect, and there are definitely some cons. Number one, since Buckeye is not as built up as some of the other metro areas, there's not as much nightlife, there's not as much amenities, there is not as much going on in Buckeye as a lot of the other areas around the Phoenix metro, like downtown Phoenix, Old Town Scottsdale, things like that. So if you're looking for a bunch of bars and clubs and stuff that's gonna be open past midnight, Buckeye is not the spot for you. It's got a lot of restaurants, lots of shopping, and it is growing. There's more going in every single day, but right now there's not a ton of kind of extra amenities and downtown nightlife happening right now in Buckeye. That's part of why it is so kind of attractive to some people. It is quieter, it's a little more laid back and stuff like that. But if you're looking for a ton of amenities, lots to do every single day in terms of like shopping and dining and nightlife and everything like that, Buckeye might not be the right fit for you. Another con is that it is far from the metro area. That's why it's a little bit more quiet. That's why there's less traffic, but it is far outside the Phoenix metro area. As you can see on the map right here, it's gonna take you a while to get from Buckeye to the Phoenix metro area. So if you're leaving and if you're gonna live in Buckeye and commute to downtown Phoenix, that is gonna take a while. And one of the main ways to get from the Phoenix metro to Buckeye is taking the I-10 highway here, which is one of our busiest highways. That is the one that when it comes to rush hour, it's a lot of traffic. It can get gridlocked and stuff like that. So that's kind of, that's part of being in Buckeye that sucks. If you want to get to the Phoenix metro area from Buckeye, you've got to take this highway that usually has a whole bunch of traffic on it. So getting in and out of Buckeye from the main other surrounding metro areas can be a bit of a pain. So that is a drawback of living in Buckeye. And of course, another con is the summers. Every single pro and con video on this channel, we talk about the summers. It's hot here. Phoenix, all the metro areas surrounding it, including Buckeye, the summer's just brutal. It sucks. There's no other like nice way around it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. It's really hot. Now it is a dry heat. It's not too humid. We don't deal with humidity here, which is great, but it feels like you're walking into an oven. It's very dry, it's very hot. It will get up to 110 and 115 a lot of the summer here, and that is normal. June, July, and August are the hottest months here. They are really brutal. And it's rough. It's kind of like our version of winter. We stay inside, we bunker down, we don't go outside too much. If you are gonna go hiking or exercise or spend a lot of time outside, do it in the morning. Do it before 10 a.m., before things get too hot. If you are gonna be outside in the middle of the day, be careful. We have heat advisories a lot of the time, so drink water, stay inside, stay in the shade. Try not to burn yourself on your car when you like go to grab the steering wheel if it's been sitting out in the sun. It's just the summers are brutal here. So if you don't mind very hot and very dry weather, if you can make it through those kind of 3 most brutal months of summer, the rest of the year is amazing. The next con is critters. So you're gonna be farther outside the metro area, you're a little bit closer to the mountains, and there's a ton of new building and development going on. So with that does come critters. And so if you're gonna be close to the mountains, if you're gonna be close to development, you are gonna see there is a potential for different critters, bugs, scorpions, spiders. Snakes is pretty rare and stuff like that. So if you are gonna be living close to the mountain or in one of those new home developments, just make sure you get a good exterminator. Exterminators here know how to deal with those pests and honestly avoid them. Like, my pest control company is great. I've never had any scorpions or snakes or anything like that because I told them I didn't want to see them. So the companies here know how to deal with it. If you are going to be like going on trails, going hiking, it's going to be a lot more common that you encounter those types of critters. Don't touch them, don't mess with them, don't go near them, just give them their space and stuff like that. But actually inside the homes, it is pretty rare, so just stay on top of it with pest control and you'll be fine. And last but not least is that Buckeye is growing, which can be great. If you buy a home there now, the value is definitely going to increase a ton in the next few years as it continues to grow. But it is going to get busier. There's going to be more traffic. Cost of living is going to continue to go up in Buckeye. So for people who have already bought into Buckeye or buy in soon, they're going to get to see their homes appreciate a lot. Moving forward, that's just part of growth with all these companies, all these businesses coming in and growing there, and lots of people moving to Buckeye. It's going to get busier, it's going to be more expensive, and that just comes with growth in a city. So that is a con moving forward and something to kind of be aware of in Buckeye if you're wanting something where you're not dealing with traffic, where it's not going to get busy, where there's not a whole bunch of people, and you want that for several years moving forward. Either live on the outskirts of Buckeye or find somewhere else. Okay, Bruce back, and that wraps up our list of pros and cons for Buckeye. So hopefully this list was helpful. Hopefully it was good information to kind of give you a good idea of what Buckeye is like. Like I said, check out that vlog that we did on Buckeye where you can actually see the neighborhood, see the home, see the downtown area and everything like that. And Buckeye's been in the news a lot for all this drama on water, and if we're running out of water and all of that. We also did a video on kind of what is going on with the water situation. So if you're curious about that, want more information, check out that video as well. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Say bye, Bruce.